Hi guys, so we're still on series, but this time we're looking when we're giving the summation of the series, and we just need to find the number of terms. Okay, this is my first example here. Let's say we're looking at p equal to 1 into m, and then we're given that the general form of it would be 2p minus 7, and this is equal to 10, 15. Right, so the question may be how many what is m, or determine m, meaning the number of terms in the series. Okay, what can we do here? Let's try firstly to find the first three terms of it. See, we have 2, p is 1 minus 7, we have 2, and p is 2 minus 7, we have 2, and p is 3 minus 7. Okay, so this is our first three terms. This would be nothing but 2 minus 7, 4 minus 7, and then 6 minus 7. Then this is minus 5, minus 5, minus 3, minus 1. Okay, so we need to find the difference here. Let's see what is the difference. So we need to say minus 3 minus into minus 5, so that is 2. It's 2, and we have minus 1 into minus 3. We're still getting 2. So our difference is 2. So easily we can say, because this is our sequence, or this is our series here, so we can say a is equal to minus 5 and d is equal to 2. Okay, so we want to find out what is m, how many terms we have in the series. So what we can do, what we know, that the sum of m is equal to 10, 15. But what is the sum of m? Sum of m is nothing but m over 2 into 2a plus into m minus 1 d, and we know that this is equal to 10, 15, right? So we can multiply by 2 both sides. Let's say we try to put our 2 here, let's put it here, and then we multiply by 2. So you see these 2 and these 2, they cancel, so we just left with m. We left with m. So what is happening inside here? We have 2, our a is minus 5 plus m minus 1, and our d is 2, right? This is nothing but 20, 30. Okay, from here we can say that therefore we have m in 2 times minus 5 is minus 10, and then we're expanding plus 12, sorry, plus 2m, because we're multiplying 2 with the m, but we also have to multiply 2 with minus 1, so we're getting minus 2. We're putting this in the bracket, then we have 20, 30. Let's continue from here. That therefore you can see clearly we will have m, and inside brackets what we can have is minus 12. Minus 12 plus 2m, that is what we have, equal to minus 12 times 2m equal to 20, 30. Okay, and then we have to multiply, so we multiply that with that, and we also multiply it with that. So what you're getting is minus 12m plus 2m squared is equal to 20, 30. You see, we can still divide by 2 all throughout. We divide by 2, we divide by 2. So if we're dividing by 2, let's try to erase some. Let's try to erase this one because I think we're done using it. So we know what is our A, we know what is our D. Okay, so let's try to say if you divide by 2, minus 12 divided by 2, that would be minus 6m plus m squared is equal to, so let's try to divide that one by 2. But you see, if you divide that one by 2, it should go back to 10, 15, right? So what is happening here, we need to rearrange it. So we have m squared minus 6m minus 10, 15. So we need to look now at factorizing. This is equal to 0. Let's look at the factors. We need to find the factors of this, our last term, and the factors of that. So we're looking at 10, 15 divided by 1 divided by 2. It doesn't work. 2 doesn't work. 10, 15 divided by let's try to divide by 10. 10, 15 doesn't work. So let's try to divide by 15. 10, 15 divided by 15 doesn't work. We need the number that when we multiply, and then let's look at the factors of it. It would be too much work. Let's try 10, 15 is 1 times 10, 15. 2 doesn't make it. 3, let's say 10, 15 divided by 3, it doesn't make it. Let's say 10, 15 divided by 5, this will make it, but it doesn't help. Let's look at 25 divided by 10, 15. That doesn't work. No, we're looking at 10, 15 divided by 25. It doesn't work as well. So let's look at 10, 15 divided by 30. No, that doesn't work. And then 10, 15 divided by 10, 15 divided by 5, 15, 25, 35, let's see, 35 and 29, yes, so we got it. So this is nothing but 29 times 35, so it gives us 10, 15, but we still need a minus 6. So how do we get minus 6 from here? We can only get minus 6 if we're saying that 29 minus 35, the only way we can get minus 6. Hence we need to say our m and our m is equal to 0. So we have 35 and we have 29, and hence our 35 need to be negative and our 29 need to be positive. So you see, we can either have m equal to 29 negative, or we have m equal to 35. But we can't have m as negative, so this can't happen because we're looking at number of terms. So we can't have minus 29 terms, but we can have 35 terms. So we have found that in this series there are 35 terms. So simply we can say this is the summation of p minus 1 to 35 is, so we need to put 2p minus 7 is 10, 15. So we can just say that. Okay, so that was our first example on this. Let's look at the next one. Let's try to find something more interesting. Suppose we're looking at this one here, summation of I start from 0 to m, 0 to m, and we have 1 minus 2i is equal to minus 6, 7, 1. So we apply the same thing, same method and same way how we do it. First find the first two terms, So first is term, see, this is I equal to 0, so we're starting with 0. So minus 3 into 0, and 1 minus 3 into 1, 1 minus 3 into 2. So our term is like 1, because this would be 0, it's 1, this would be 3, 1 minus 2, and this is minus 6, so this is minus 5, I guess, because this is 6. Okay, so let's try to see what is common here. And okay, if you have minus 2, minus 1, that is minus 3, and minus 5 minus into minus 2, that is minus 3 as well. So the different is minus 3. So we know that the different is minus 3, the different is minus 3. So we know D is equal to minus 3 and A is equal to 1, and hence we're looking at finding M. So what can we do here? We're looking at summation of M is equal to minus 671, and then summation of L, so we know this is nothing but M over 2 into 2A plus into M minus 1 D. So this is equal to minus 671. Okay, so we have our M over 2, and then we have into 1 our A plus M minus 1 into minus 3 our D equal to minus 671. So we can still have M over 2 into, this is 2, so we have 2 plus, sorry, we have 2 minus, actually we'll have minus 3M, because we're multiplying that with that, and we also have to multiply that with that, so that gives us positive 3. Okay, minus 671. Let's carry it from here. Okay, what can we do now? Now we can say, let's say we multiply by 2 all throughout. We multiply by 2, we multiply by 2, this 2 and this 2 cancel, and then we will be left whatever is inside the bracket. You can see 2 plus 3, so inside the bracket we'll have 5 because of this 2 plus 3 here, minus 5M, sorry, minus 3M into equal to, so let's try to see it, 671 times 2. So we have 671 times 2. We still have our M here, sorry. So we have now 13 for 2, alright. So we have to multiply out. We leave with 5M minus 3M squared is equal to 1342. Okay, so what do we do now? We need to solve for M. Let's see if we can solve for M. Let's see if we can solve for M. And basically we have minus 3, or we can say positive 3M squared. I'm taking that to that side. Right, I'm taking that to that side as well, to that side of equal to sign. So they try changing the sign to be minus 5M, and then this remain the same, like plus 2042 equal to 0. And can be very tricky to find sorry, this is 13, to find the factors of this can be very tricky, because now first term multiplied by the last term, it's 4,000, so it's 4,000. We need to do group factoring here, so it's 4,026. So we need to find the factors of 4,026, and then that can be a lot of work, and then we need to find it, and after that we will find our m. Let's not carry on to that because that can take more time to look at, but this is how we do it. This is how we find our number of terms. Okay, this was supposed to be negative as well. This is negative. As far as I'm concerned, this is negative as well. So we just need to find our m, then we can move to that. Thank you so much for watching that.